What's up, everybody? It's Nana with RealHipHopJunkie.com. Junkie TV got my man Carteezy, 3A Films behind the lens. And I'm chilling here at, what would you call this place? What studio?
This is Tats Cru World Headquarters.
Tats Cru World Headquarters in a secret location. We're chilling here with Tats Cru, the legendary Tats Cru. I'm going to pass the mic around so everybody can introduce themselves so that way y'all know. I mean, y'all usually see their stuff on the walls, back in the day on the trains, murals, everything, but you don't really get to see their face. So, starting with you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Nazem. I'm one of the members of Tats Cru, and I've been down with Tats Cru since '97, and I've been writing since '88.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bio. I'm one of the members of Tats Cru. I've been writing since the early '80s. You know, grew up in Bronxville projects. Started painting on the subways. Been doing murals now for close to 30 years.
What's up, everybody? My name is Nisa. I'm one of the founding members of Tats Cru. I grew up here in the South Bronx. I grew up right on the other side of the Bruckner here in Longwood. Oh, we're so click. Oh, my bad. See, I already gave it away. Nah, I mean, I've been doing this over, well, close to 30 years now.
What's up, everybody? My name is How, H-O-W, and basically the same information as my twin brother, so you can just, I guess, rewind and listen to it.
That's why I was getting confused. One would go downstairs, one would disappear. I'm like, but he had a different shirt on. What the hell's going on? I thought I was just tripping. All right, so the hangover, yeah. All right, so I know I could. Were there more members? Is this the original members right here?
Originally, the crew was founded by Brim, Mac, myself, Nice. You got BG183, you have Ken and Semp, but this is the crew that's been, responsible for most of the murals, and BG183, who's missing from here today. But this is the crew that has been responsible for the murals for the last, say, 12 years. A lot of stuff that people have been seeing recently and stuff. But the crew dates back, to the early 80s.
And we got Totem.
Totem 2 in Atlanta, who's turn on the mic.
No, pass it.
And we also have a very active member down in Atlanta. His name is Totem 2, and he's been representing for Tats for about, what? 98, since 98, so check him out too.
All right, so you guys are branching out. But how did Tats Cru, was it a crew that you guys, so people out there know, was it a crew that you guys were just starting with? Like that was your crew name, your clique name when you was bombing trains and all that? Or like who, did you guys grow up together to make Tats Cru, or you guys were just a bunch of graffiti artists and later on had this business idea to start Tats Cru?
Actually, we met in prison. No, I mean, originally the crew was TAT. Again, it was founded by Brim, who came up with the idea for TAT. And at the time, we were all, bombing subways. We were doing subway trains. So, early on, we had Tough Ass Teens, Toys Are Trash, Teenagers Are Tough. And this was like, 1980, 1981. And then I met Nice and BG in high school. That was maybe like 83. And the twins came to New York in 97 for the first time. And they've been painting with us ever since, So as the years gone on, we've pretty much kept a tight-knit crew. It has been, a few members have come and gone, whatever, but for the most part, most of the original members are still here, and we really don't have too many new members that we don't put people down too often like that.
That's good, because you guys keep it close-knit. Because you guys have a business to run. It's not like you guys are just, you're not 17 running on the street and, bombing trains. You got a business to uphold. But so, like, with the memorials that go on, I know a lot of families come to you guys, to have their family members that they have lost, their names somehow shine in the street, and the pictures, like you've done a mural for Big Pun. And a lot of families and lost people, young, old, you name it, you see it all over the Bronx. If you don't know, you're living under a rock somewhere. But how does it feel to you guys, with these families coming to you to be like, listen, I want you guys to have my, lost one, have their name and their face living on in the street?
Yeah, well, for us, we were doing memorial walls since like the early '90s, and I mean, for a lot of the walls that we've done, these people weren't famous people. They weren't actors. They weren't singers. They were just people that were loved by their family members or their friends in their neighborhood. So they were the ones that would reach out to us to paint these memorial walls. I mean, for us, it got kind of emotional where, we we're painting walls for people we didn't know. But, just getting the general information of what goes on these walls, like, when they were born, what kind of things they liked. Because each memorial wall was designed to have kind of like a story of the person's life, whether they like music, whether, they had a favorite drink, or, whatever their pastimes were. So, we would get all that information, and while we were painting them, it would be like a 6-hour process, 8-hour process. People would come up to us that were their friends and be like, man, I remember when me and him used to go here, or, and it's like, by the time you're done, you knew so much about them that you would leave there like, like you were part of the family. And, but we were pretty fortunate that we got to paint, memorial walls like that throughout the city. But when we started, we just was doing them for people we knew in our neighborhood. So, we've seen it grow, into something that got kind of big. There's actually there's a book called R.I.P. New York City. Really? That was done kind of like, explaining the whole movement of memorial walls and how it started from just, putting flowers by, where people have, like a makeshift memorial, to the way it was, the way we were doing them. So, but for us, it was kind of an emotional roller coaster. I mean, you feel good that people want your artwork and would pay you for it. But then again, like, some of it in the 90s was, for kids who had died from, drug violence, but it wasn't always, kids that were doing illegal stuff. Because we've also done memorial walls for, like, the elderly, old men, old women, children that died from diseases or ailments. So, like, across the board, we did it for everyone. But, for me personally, speaking for the crew, it was something that, it was good to be part of.
Okay, and now I know you guys, for regular murals, I know you have an event coming on 106 in Park. I know that every year you have a different theme, I was told, and this year it's Tats Cru versus Tats Cru. Is that right?
We redid it again. I mean, we do it over. It's called the Graffiti Hall of Fame, and that was a place that was started, in, I would say late 70s, early 80s. I think Volcan, Dez, a guy named Stingray helped organize the original Hall of Fame, guys like Part. And it's a tradition that's been going on here in New York City for, before we even started writing. When we first started writing, we would go to the Hall of Fame and see like the kings of New York. For us, these guys were like the stars. We didn't know who they were, but we knew the names from the subway cars. So going there for the first time, us starting out as young writers, we go there and see the names, the same names that you would see on the subway cars all the time. We were like, wow, this is really the Graffiti Hall of Fame. Like, only the best writers paint here. And then, as we continue painting over the years, we began painting at the Hall of Fame, and now we've been doing the outside wall for over, I don't know how many years now, but we do it over each year, whatever time of the year they do it. You've had different organizers over the years, but we still go out and do our thing, So yeah, this year was Tats Cru versus Tats Cru.